In this video, see gospel transformation in a woman who had been super resistant to God.
We're just a normal family pursuing God on the mission field, one adventure at a time.
The first time I met Sarah, she was gruff, unhappy, and not at all interested in letting me pray for her. It was a sad situation because she's the last person left in her family, and she had rejected everyone around her. Every day was the same for her. She would get up, crawl to her field to work all day, and then crawl back to her mud hut to make dinner and go to bed. Her hut was in shambles. The roof was caving in and needed repair, but she didn't have anyone to step in and help her with those things. She had isolated herself from everyone, and occasionally Brian's family would try to love her and bring her food, which she would then take and throw onto the ground. Her heart had grown bitter and angry, and she held grudges against everyone. In this most recent trip to the village, we brought care packages with us to help the elderly and the special needs children that are there. We stopped by Sarah's mud hut and we gave her soap, food, and a mattress. And by the grace of God, she accepted it and allowed us to pray over her. Even though we shared the gospel with her that day, it was like her ears were closed to hearing and understanding the word of God. The next day was Sunday, and Brian's father went to go and check on her, and he found her in her hut, still sleeping. We're heading back over to visit with the elderly woman that we gave some things to the other day, and typically she rejects things and has just gone to the fields to work and is not interested in the gospel, and she didn't go to the field today, which is Sunday, and so that's an opening. So we're just going to go and pray with her and share a little bit more right now. As we sat with her, I told her the story of redemption, starting at creation and going all the way to the cross, and something was different this time. She leaned in, she was attentive, and even exclaimed when she heard that Jesus was killed and then raised to life. After she understood what Christ had done for her, she submitted her life to him. As we made our way back down to Kampala, both Brian and John were speechless, and they said, "We know today that God really can save anyone." And I asked, "What do you mean by that?" And they began to tell me story after story of how harsh and angry this woman had been her entire life. They said, "We've had 5 people like her in this village who are angry and bitter, and God has rescued 4 of them. We only have 1 left." Is there someone like Sarah in your life that maybe you've written off or thought is too difficult for God to save? Because God can work a miracle in their life, and I pray that he uses you to bring them to salvation. That's a good way to wrap up the trip here. So, man, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next adventure.